They're weird. I don't know what to tell you.
She's so tired, and she won't just go to sleep.
Oh, I've had a busy day of doing nothing. I think Ferrari's bringing the Macarena wing or flippy flip wing or rotisserie
Yeah, I don't know
wing.
why we're calling it the Macarena wing. I don't understand where that came from. I
Yeah,
like
I
the
don't know.
rotisserie wing. I'm more about rotisseries than Macarena.
Yeah, the
No,
rotating.
no, lay
Oh
down,
no, trouble.
lay down. You're so bad. Just lay down. Just chill.
So,
All right. So in 2026, here at
yep.
OTP, or outside the points, if you're not into that whole brevity thing, we have a points competition where you get 1 point for predicting the correct driver on the podium in any position, 3 points for predicting the correct driver in the correct position, and 6 additional points for a perfect podium prediction, plus 25 points if you picked the World Drivers' Champion, and 25 points if you pick the Constructors' Champion. So, for my World Drivers' Championship prediction, I have Max Verstappen, and I have Mercedes winning the Constructors. For Tim, he has George Russell winning the World Drivers' Championship, and Mercedes winning the Constructors. We also have a AI competition where we have Claude going up against Manus. Manus is in my corner and Claude is in Tim's corner. And they will also be participating in the points competition. And right now, after the Australian Grand Prix, at the beginning of the Chinese Grand Prix, we are all tied at 4 with the exception of my AI Manus, who is 1 point behind at 3. So would you like to do the AI predictions first, or would you like to do our personal predictions first?
So I just sent you I sent you the prompt for Manus so he can think about it.
Yeah, Manus has to think a lot about his prediction. So I appreciate that.
I have already punched it into Claude, and he has given me quite the readout on what he thinks is going to happen.
Okay,
So,
interesting. And you're just not asking for a 1, 2, 3. Claude really got into it, huh?
Oh yeah, no, there's a couple pages, or a page of data has been returned to me. Yeah, it's not surprising. That's what I'll just say.
But so while I just submitted it, so while Manus is thinking about this, go ahead, Tim, and give your podium prediction for the 2026 Chinese Grand Prix. 3, 2, 1. And I will tell you that I do not have a prediction for this. I'm really torn. I think that the biggest unknown is Max Verstappen. We don't know what Max Verstappen is going to be able to do if he has a qualifying where his axle doesn't lock up. So
yeah, that's fair. Well, and I mean, for Australia, I put Hadjar on the podium.
Yeah, so, which was actually a legitimate pick up until his engine blew up, you know?
Yeah, no,
so
that's concerning realistically for Red Bull, since you have a lockup of thing and then you have an engine blowing up, which is not good.
All we know is that Hadjar can qualify up with the big boys, and we know that Max Verstappen can take his car from 20th to 6th. Which doesn't tell us much. Yes, you know what I mean? Like, we know the Red Bull is one of the front leaders. We don't know, does the Red Bull have pace to catch up to the Mercedes? Which I'm thinking no. Does the Red Bull have pace to fight with the Ferraris?
Yeah.
And will McLaren, which is like the unspoken team in the Big Four, will they, make some strides in the right direction and start to put a car? Because we didn't get to see Oscar Piastri race either.
The reality was, though, that I forget what the interval was, but I want to say it was like 50 seconds back, or
I think it was 50
seconds. It was something ridiculous back to 5th place.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
For McLaren, and Verstappen was catching up to him.
Yeah.
So pace-wise,
I was surprised because he got close and then it just his performance just fell off. I don't know if he lost his tires or what.
Tires.
Yeah. It definitely fell off. So I mean, we got to do this. Why don't we do it like this? Why don't we each predict our 3 and then each predict our 2 and then each predict our 1? We'll probably know what they're going to be, but
what the fuck would we, what is his tire?
No doubt.
I think that's what was happening towards the end of the race for him, because he pitted and got a second set of hards, if I remember too.
I agree. I know we were laughing about that because we love that quote.
Yeah.
So.
So you want me to do third place first?
P3. Who is it? Give it to me.
Going to go with Lewis Hamilton.
I think it's a good bet. I can't disagree with that. In my P3, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna put Verstappen in it.
You think he's gonna make it up there? Okay.
Yep.
All right. For P2.
P2, who do you got?
This is gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna put George Russell in P2. I think I'm gonna be wrong on that. I think he's gonna be P1 really, but I'm gonna put him P2.
I am going to put Antonelli.
You just want to write down George Russell as your P1? Just be done with it?
Who do you have him first?
I'm going to put Antonelli as winning his first race in China.
Yep. It's not a bad bet. And honestly, both of our predictions, which everybody knows I'm putting Russell in first.
Yeah.
Both of our predictions.
It's so boring.
I know. It's solid.
It's like McLaren last year at the beginning of the season.
I wanted to put Antonelli as first. I really did. And I thought about it a lot. And here's what I'm going to say about this prediction. And I did not have a prediction written before we started. I just was thinking in my head.
Yeah.
I've completely written off Ferrari, which I think is stupid because historically, Hamilton, he has the most wins. Yeah, he has the most wins at this track than any other F1 driver. I have the stats.
The sprint, or did he podium?
He did win the sprint. He won the sprint.
Okay,
now, unfortunately, I don't remember when they finished, but Ferrari got double disqualified last season.
Oh,
so,
did they in this one?
Yeah, so last season, double disqualified. Yeah, Ferrari, and then I think Gasly also got disqualified. But Hamilton did win the sprint last season, and then he has the most wins and the most poles out of any F1 driver at the Shanghai International Circuit. So I think that I'm probably an idiot for writing him off here because he did truly look like he was starting to return to form in the last race.
Well, in his interview after his post-race interview, did you watch that? We talked about Arvin. Oh man, he was like, I had a great time. That was so much fun. Super excited about it. If I had 5 more laps, I would have caught Charles and I'd have been on the podium type of thing. I wish the race was still going, I think is one of his quotes. Yeah. So he's way more.
He's happier than he used to be. Yeah, he's happier than he used to be. Last year was rough for him. So what did your AI predict for you?
My AI did exactly what you think it would have done. So
it's got Russell, Antonelli, Leclerc. I'm going to guess that.
It actually flipped him over. It does have Leclerc in second and Antonelli in third.
Okay, so it has Russell,
Leclerc, Antonelli. And then the wild cards are Hamilton, Verstappen, and Piastri is what it says. It doesn't care about Norris at all. He's like, man, who cares about that world champion?
Interesting. Mine is still thinking because...
Oh.
Good God.
Deep thoughts.
I've gathered extensive data on the... Oh my gosh. I'm not going to tell you what I did.
Did you tell it to do deep research on it or something?
Yeah. I used Manus Max on that one. So it might take a little bit. Hold on. Oh, it already did it. Okay, good. Woo.
Super fast, that one.
So interesting. It has its predictions and then it has its confidence in those predictions.
Oh,
so
really?
So it's predicted George Russell in first. Don't chew wires. What are you doing? Don't do that. That's not smart.
I was going to say, I'll paste, just to be completely transparent, I'll paste you what this thing said.
It says Russell. You don't have to. I don't care about that. I'm not going to call you a liar. It has Russell, Leclerc, Hamilton.
Russell, Leclerc, Hamilton?
That's what it says.
It thinks that Hamilton and Leclerc are going to beat the Mercedes.
It thinks it's going to beat Antonelli, yeah. So I wanted to put Antonelli in first, but my point is this. If Antonelli does not score, does not get a podium or beat George Russell, then I'm going to throw in the towel on him, challenging for the Drivers' Championship this season.
Well, so here's my question. Oh, you can't do that.
I think I'm going to.
What?
Because here's the point.
That's like
Everybody
throwing
was
in the
saying
towel on Lando last year.
this guy's a generational talent. Like he's gonna
Sure.
the talented F1 drivers take several seasons to get up to speed.
Right.
The generational talents, Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, they came in and they started winning races, you know?
Sure.
So either he's going to do it or he's not. And that's my opinion. And I'm not saying he won't be great later on, but it ain't going to be this season if he doesn't start doing it now.
I don't. So here's a different question. Same ballpark type of thing. What happens if he is legitimately ahead of George?
I can't wait to see that.
Because
Because George will be like, position swap. We need a position swap.
Yeah, no, I have more pace.
He'll
work the radio like he is a politician.
Hearing George Russell complain about somebody on the track is like nails on the chalkboard to me. And he does it every race. He complains about somebody. And it's very tattly. Like Verstappen did it too, but I don't know why it didn't irritate me as much. And I don't dislike George Russell. I think he's fine. I enjoy but I understand.
Comes across as a slug asshole is the real issue, I think.
I think while he's driving, yes, but so do they all. You know, I don't know. I don't want to be too critical of him. I know he's a human being, and I feel bad when I'm just sitting here giving my opinion on him as a human, and I don't even know him. You know, but I don't know why it irritates. It does. I'm like, stop complaining. You know, it was like Piastri last season when he asked for position swaps. I was like, no, don't do that.
The problem is it's so slimy most of the time. Is the way it comes across. It's very car salesman-esque type of with the way he puts things. I don't know why it is that way, but it just sounds like it's like
slick. He's being slick. Yeah,
like
tricky.
I'm trying to pull one over on everybody by there was rain out here. There's no rain. Like there's times he's done that. You know, things of that nature where he's just trying to throw off the competition. And I guess that is gamesmanship and if you're not cheating, you're not trying. So he's trying to, throw people off, but it's just so disingenuous when everybody's like, we have so much data here. Like, what do you we're just not going to listen to you really at the end of the day. Apparently on the F1 Twitter, they were hiding posts of people talking bad about the regulations.
Yeah, we may get censored here if we have bad things to say.
F1 put out the graphic. What it was 45 overtakes at Australia last year, and there was 145 this year or something of that nature. And the comments from people are, well, those overtakes are they're garbage overtakes. They're not good racing overtakes. They didn't manage their battery right, so they got overtaken, and then they took them right back. So it's it was just net nothing type of thing.
Yo-yoing.
Yeah, it is. It's battery yo-yoing so that you go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's still I realize people want the racing to be, who has the fastest car and who can manage the car the best from a performance perspective where it's full throttle all the way around type of thing. It's to the max. There's no super clipping. But at the end of the day, it's still a skill to manage a car. It's a different skill to manage the battery, realistically. And I think that I realize it's race 1 of this regulation. I think it's hard to pass judgment on it on one race. I think it's really one of those things that will take maybe the season. Now, granted, the problem is that Mercedes might run away with all, and that's really boring. If that is the case, the new regs suck from that perspective. I don't want to see.
It didn't create a dramatic season for us.
Yeah,
if that's what happens. Yeah,
that's a big if. There's no telling. It could be that. First of all, nobody's brought any upgrades at this point, really. Apparently,
there's some aerodynamic stuff, if I remember correctly.
I realized the whole point of it by doing hybrid is to promote sustainable fuels and
innovation in the automotive industry.
Innovation, sure,
for customer for for, you know, regular consumer vehicles. You know, that's the point,
exactly.
right?
It is. But the problem I have with it from the perspective of, it's about sustainability is what they're talking about. And it is for the consumer vehicles.
The fuels are 100% sustainable this year.
Yeah, so. But doing battery power and hybrid and all this type of stuff, like that is to be a sustainable product for consumer goods later down the line, which I totally get. But at the end of the day, the amount of energy, they're not saving anything by doing this, like the cars themselves, because of the amount of logistics that go into F1 races going 24 places around the world. Like their carbon footprint is ridiculous.
Well, they have made I think it's a goal to be carbon neutral by 2030, if I remember correctly. Yeah, net zero by 2030 with 26% reduction in its carbon emissions by the end of 2024. I totally agree with you. I think the rage online about it not being real racing because there's a battery component and the regulations have totally ruined Formula One. I don't understand that one bit. I get that change is hard. Yeah, sometimes change is hard. My rebuttal to everyone's complaint is that racing is always about resource management. If you're racing a 100% combustible engine, then you're managing your fuel. If you're racing a 100% combustible engine, you're managing your tires. You know, you're always managing some sort of resource. We've just really short. Say that again.
It's short term with the battery. Like it's so,
it's a new resource that we're using in consumer vehicles. So and that probably needs F1 and F1 engineers to improve upon the technology. So do I think that they're going to stay with it the way that it is? No, I think that it'll change. I think that they'll either innovate or change. Maybe they'll go back to 100% internal combustion engine because they have 100% sustainable fuels. But at the end of the day, they're still resource managing. The gripe that I think is actually accurate and that I can jump on board with is the fact that we're lifting on the straights. Because I agree. When you tune in for qualifying, make super clipping more powerful. Like make the full throttle amount of regeneration more powerful. That will, because we do want to tune in and see the cars pushing it to the limit during qualifying. There's no doubt about it. We want to see them go as fast as they can around the track. But for everybody that says that using a battery is not real racing, let me just give you the fastest race lap of 2025 last year with the old regulations that people weren't complaining about last year, at least not nearly as much as the new regulations. The fastest race lap was set by Lando Norris. It was 1:35.454. What do you think the pole lap was?
You're talking racing lap was 1:35.
1:35. What do you think the pole lap was in China last year?
1:21.
1:30. You're way off. 1:30. 1:36.41 was set by Piastri. That's always
the way it is, though, right?
But that's my point, right? Like we're not going balls to the wall as fast as we can during the races anyways. We're managing resources during the races. The goal is to be first after so many laps at the end of the race. So you have to manage your resources. So the people that say that battery isn't real, it's not real racing because of that, it's completely false. They're not going as fast as they can for 56 laps, or what do we have tomorrow? We have, for 56 laps. They're not going to. They're going as fast as they need to go to manage their resources, pit as few times as possible, and win the freaking race. So I know. I don't. She's a wild woman. I don't know what she's doing. So I'm completely not on board with everybody just trashing the regulations. I can't get on board with it. And you know what? I can't wait to see all the comments responding when I make a short out of this and people just freak out. Oh, it's not real racing. Oh, give me gasoline.
I don't get me wrong. If I were how can they fix it? Is the question this year?
Well, the super clipping. I think they have to
Yeah, but how do
allow
they fix
more
it?
harvesting for the super clipping.
Do you allow
So
more harvesting, or do you make the battery bigger so you have more battery to expel at that point? Like,
no,
there's two ways to solve it.
I think you make the generation amount higher for full throttle. I think that's what it is, which is
But it's not
going to slow down the car because you're going to take if you're recharging the battery at full throttle, you're spending more energy
towards the
or
battery,
you're
not towards
towards the
power.
battery charging, not towards the power in the car, and it's going to slow things down. But I think what we don't want to see is people lifting on the straights. That's really the bottom line. We want in qualifying, we want people going full throttle, but F1 cars have been lifting and coasting since you put gasoline in them. You know, that's a strategy to maintain fuel.
No, yeah,
or
I don't know.
to save fuel.
People may not watch. I realize that there's fans that watch, and they're going to watch the Sky Sports thing, and they're never going to get on multi-viewer and see all the radio messages that are coming through. Because if you watched, we could go back and look at the last 3 years. There are times in there where they tell them in turn X, we need you to coast, or we need you to lift in these turns because we're managing your tires.
That's why I just can't get on board with this. Like, oh, battery, it's not real racing now. What are you talking about? It's just another resource that they've added. You know,
I do think that there is the conversation on. It's an echo chamber of you're hearing in a lot of ways. I know before the season we had Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, and Max Verstappen at minimum all basically say they don't like how the cars drive because of these things. And I think that carries so much weight in the fan base that they hear that and they go, and it's an echo chamber at that point.
Under the new regime at Red Bull, would it be possible that they'll will Racing Bull become a legitimate team? Like, could that actually happen under the new direction?
I think it will be. I truly think that getting rid of Christian Horner
allowed
and maybe not Helmut Marko was the intent. That they were like, we don't like where this team has gone to, where it's the Max Verstappen circus.
Yeah.
And whoever else it is, it doesn't necessarily matter.
Thursday, March 12th, which is tonight at 23:30. That's 11:30. So 11:30 my time, 10:30 Tim's time. That is practice one. Sprint qualifying is at 3:30 a.m. tomorrow. So still tonight, but in the morning tomorrow. The pre-sprint show, we're not going to watch. The sprint is from 11 tomorrow night to midnight. That's fine. I'll watch that, and no doubt about it. Qualifying.
Are you going to go to sleep then?
This is tough. This is tough. Qualifying is Saturday, March 14th at 3 a.m. to 4:10.
Yeah,
I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to go to sleep and get up for these is what I'm going to do. Race, I'm going to sleep right back behind me here, and I'm going to get up and watch. The race is 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 a.m. Central Time, Sunday morning. I will be up at 2:30 getting ready to live stream. So
that is the other reason why I don't think I'm going to go to the Arlington Grand Prix.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, and I support that.
But I do kind of want to go, but
not if you're going to get up and watch a Grand Prix in China at 2 a.m.
And who knows? Here's what's going to happen. It's going to be like Interlagos 2024. It's going to be a 4-hour-long race.
Oh, wouldn't that be terrible?
Here's the big question.
What's the weather forecast? Yeah, I haven't looked it up yet. I don't know.
What is I don't even know what the racetrack is.
It's in Shanghai International Circuit. It's moderate. Yeah, it's a little chilly. 58 degrees high today, 60 degrees on Saturday. Sunday is cloudy and 58. So just a little chilly for that place. But yeah.
Which realistically favors Mercedes. They typically do better in the cooler weather.
That was last regulations.
But who knows?
That doesn't mean anything now. I'm glad it's not raining, though, because I don't want to have this be a 4-hour Grand Prix.
And hours of Grand Prix.
Yep. All right, we'll see everybody at the race Sunday morning. Later. I don't know what she's doing back there. I think she's going to jump onto the chair, which would be funny to watch because she might not make it. She is not very graceful. But if she tries to get on that chair, it'll be fun to watch. She'll probably just fall randomly is what'll end up happening.
Nope, she gave up.
She did give up. Just lay down. What are you doing?